In this video I want to show you a couple variations on a traditional shaving horse design. I call it a bull horse. This one's my original bull horse, and as you can see it's basically a log on legs, and the top portion of the log has been shaped with a couple chainsaw cuts and splits, and then the rest of it shaped with planes and adzes and various other tools to get the shape so that you can sit at it. And then there's holes bored through with a just a 5/8 rod of steel here with holes drilled, I think at 11/16 to give it a little bit of room, and that makes it adjustable lengthwise to different lengths of bowls and other objects, whatever the length is. In a traditional shaven horse, you're holding things like chair legs and so on down to the table in this direction. But when I was working on bowls, I decided it would make more sense when I was working the outside of the bowl to its final shape to hold something end to end. So I designed this so that when you put pressure on the foot pedal, you can clamp from end to end. I can work with the draw knife, and I can have instant access to feel the thickness, move it around. You can work with a spoke shave, and of course the draw knife again. And to show you the swing arm detail here, I basically have a length of wood going through a channel down the middle. There's a footboard here that is cantilevered on two posts through the swing arm. At the top, there's a pin to hold this head on that's just basically a quarter log that has a mortise through it that goes over a tenon on the swing arm. And it helps a lot to put a little bit of old rubber matting or something on the jaws to keep things from slipping. And so, as I showed you, it works great to hold bowls in different positions, but I also use it now because my shop's pretty small. I don't have room for a traditional shaving horse at the same time typically. So I'll show you one advantage I found even when working stock for legs and handles and things. When you have grain that's not cooperating near the end of a stick like this one, you can see if I were to bring the draw knife back along here, I'd be going against the grain, which is following this black line. But if I flip it around, unlike a traditional shaving horse, I have access to the entire length of the material. So when I take the draw knife here, I can start at the very end and pull along. On a traditional shaving horse, I would just have to hold it down and do pushing in this direction, which doesn't work quite as well. So there can be many different things you can do with this, many different variations, but there's one disadvantage to this. The advantages are it's very heavy, very stable, and it works very well for me, but it is very heavy and hard to move around. So if you want something more portable, you might be interested in looking at this, and it's a little easier to build too. This was the second version I made, a more portable version of the bull horse. As you can see, this one's made from dimensional lumber that you can buy at the lumber yard, or you can have some sawn up. And the construction is pretty straightforward. It's just carriage bolts, drywall screws, and pretty simple dimensions, and you can make it to whatever length you want. It'll hold bowls in just the same way, but the one thing I wanted to demonstrate on this one is you can actually hold short items on it too. You wouldn't even need a very long one. In this case, I'll show you a spoon. After this spoon's been roughed out with an axe, but now I could take it onto the horse here, and I can use a block for support underneath to hold it in different ways, and I can continue to work the spoon with the draw knife. Okay, I can move it around. And again, this is very simple. You can just attach a board to the front instead of making the fancier head, and the height or the length is easily adjustable. This is just a wooden pin, and you can move it to whatever length you need. Full plans for both of these, well, not full plans for this, there aren't really plans necessary for the log, but there are plans available for the more portable version, and a whole article outlining both of them available at my website, davidffisher.com, and there's lots more information there that might interest you. So I hope this helps if you're thinking about building one of these horses. Thank you very much.